So the second URC semi-final was the Stormers away to Leinster. This was not a pretty match by any stretch of the imagination, and even more so from a Stormers point of view, who was pretty close to getting a win had it not been for a few factors that we'll talk about quickly. I always say that I still prefer to win ugly than to lose playing a beautiful game. And so the Stormers were pretty close to that. They didn't play particularly attractive rugby, but they were always in the game. And I must give a 2 thumbs up for the Stormers' defensive structure and defensive grit and attitude. It's what kept them in the game. The same criticism that I've got against the Bulls, I will have against the Stormers, in the sense that we make poor tactical decisions. I think in the heat of the moment, the Stormers made some wrong decisions. We kicked away too much good ball retention. I don't mind the kicking game at all, as long as you can put pressure on it. But it's also got to make sense, and it's got to take you forward, and it's got to give you, in most instances, it's in the net sum of it all. You should be gaining ground, and you should be receiving the ball back, and that didn't always happen. I think things like taking a penalty for the fly off not to kick the ball out for a line out is basically unforgivable, especially at that level. And unfortunately, that happened. I don't think Yuri Matia and Imad Khan at their best matches of the season. They probably combined had the worst match of their season. And given that the Stormers were still in it with a chance, the Stormers surely missed Sasha Feinberg and Gomezulu, their talisman. Nevertheless, I think the Stormers can hold their heads up high. The end result being a 20-11 to Leinster. So the big talking point of the match was obviously the 3 yellow cards. And there's a lot of people that let that spill over into criticism for the referee. Now, I will say this. Personally, I believe Holly Davidson didn't have a bad match overall, but I do believe, together with the TMO, they did get the last yellow card call wrong against Salman Murat. I don't believe there was anything in it to be given a yellow card when his feet touched the ball. At the end of the day, it didn't impede the try. The try was scored. So I think that was harsh. It brought the Stormers down to 13 men for the last 5 or 6 minutes, or 8 minutes maybe. And that sort of killed the game right there and then. So I think it was not a great decision by Holly Davidson, but I will definitely not go as far as to say that she cost them the game. There were 2 more yellow cards, which was 100% the correct call. And if you make too many basic errors, like the second yellow card, which is really unforgivable, at least on the day, and you have a poor kicking game, then it will be difficult to go and beat Leinster at home.